How you doing? This is Black Shy Guy here. Welcome once again to a new podcast episode. Hopefully your week has been doing well. My week has been kind of smooth. Could be better, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm enjoying my Friday, but I go back to work on Saturday, and I know you guys are laughing at me. It is what it is because you guys are going to enjoy your weekend. It's going to be rained out in most parts, but hey, at least you got the day off. At least you survived another week. And if you're stressed out about anything in life, like I always say, stay strong. It'll only get better. And as always, I thank you for sitting at my table. We got a couple of stories today, all right? We got a couple of stories today. But I really want to discuss the Alabama fight that has been catching the freaking internet by storm. I mean, it is crazy that this fight has caused such a pandemonium on the internet. And I mean, as we know the latest, 2 more arrested in Alabama from brawl that drew attention to the internet. We all know that has been kept an eye on because the warrant was issued. Finally, 2 more arrests has been issued. But the video showed people being shoved, punched, and kicked, and a black man hitting a white person with a chair. The way the media is covering this nonsense and trying to turn it to a racial, politically motivated brawl is beyond me. Yes, maybe it turned racial in the end, but it didn't start out because black just wanted to fight white and white just wanted to fight black. It started out because a family did not want to move their boat for the bigger boat that wanted to dock. That's how it started out. It had nothing to do with color. It could have been a freaking Spanish man freaking parked right there, all right? Could have been a Spanish man parked right there. It would have been the same brawl. Would have been the same brawl. But the fact that they're trying to turn everything is political now. A fight breaks out, especially if it's different racial people fighting, especially if it's black and white, they're gonna try to turn it to some racially motivated issue. That's what they're gonna try to turn. That's the way the media. I'm telling you, man, the media is something else. If you think the media ain't poisoned, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you if you don't think the media is poisoned by now. I really don't know what to tell you if you don't think the media is poisoned right now. They always try to take advantage of any opportunity to seize the middle class and the lower class. They're always trying to do it. Everything is politically motivated, I'm telling you. Everything. But despite this whole thing catching the internet by storm, I gotta admit it. It made me laugh. I gotta admit it. You guys are probably saying, Shy Guy, are you serious? Are you seriously laughing about this situation? Yes, I'm laughing because the white guy, got hit by that chair, and then the guy proceeded to hit the lady with the chair. It seemed like the lady she was in it, but it seemed like she was trying to break it up. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Because holy crap, the minute I seen that guy go crazy with the chair, all I could think about was,
and his name is John C.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah. They was going crazy on that dock. Crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad that youngster got what he got because that youngster had a smart freaking mouth. The youngster, he had a smart mouth. He needed to get his. He needed to get his because I'm telling you, he was popping off way too much. Way too much. Way too much. And I think he was the first one that got the chair. I think he was the first one that got the chair. And then the other lady just got thrown in the water. Got thrown in the water. I'm telling you, when they cleared the dock, when the second group of people who came to clear the dock of the family who did not want to move their boat, after they cleared the dock, you should have seen all their victory stances. They got got their experience points. They got their armor upgraded. They got their weapon upgraded. Some of them even had the gold shield. Oh, they all got upgraded. It's like, it was ridiculous. But I hope everybody came out all right. Like I said, there was a few arrests that happened. Thank goodness. And obviously there were some people who, despite the fact, came to the aid of the security guard who got ambushed by their family. Some of them do deserve to be charged. I have to admit it. If I want to keep it 100, some of them do need to be charged because they proceeded and they continued to pummel them even after victory was secured. So it is what it is. Some of you guys need to get handled. So, I mean, hey. I mean, not everything. Once you secure the victory, you should stop. You should stop. You should stop. There's no reason to continue after that. There's no reason to continue. But a lot of things has been happening all week. The fact that the writer's strike is damaging the condition and living situation and economy of California, that's being looked at. I mean, Newsom is looking to get involved. I don't care two craps about Newsom because he's against the Second Amendment and he's against period about people trying to defend themselves against criminals who already have access to weapons. So Newsom could kiss my ass, but he's looking to try to get into the situation that is happening in the writer's strike. And I hope he doesn't, because I don't want him to gain any political advantage at all. At all. At all. So we're gonna digress. We're gonna digress when it comes to Newsom. But we're gonna talk about Neyo. We're gonna talk about Neyo, who found himself in a political situation. Obviously, this story is kind of old because this happened way earlier in the week. And I know a lot of people covered it already, but in Chi-Town, we haven't covered it. So I got to give you the ups and downs on it. Earlier, Neyo joined Gloria in an interview. I mean, the beautiful Gloria. And he expressed his concern with what's going on with parents of today. Let me let you be the judge. And this is what Neyo said. Obviously, a lot of you guys have already heard what Neyo said, but in Chi-Town, it will be the first.
Amen to this.
Parents have almost forgotten what the role of a parent is.
Amen.
It's like, okay,
Lost control.
If your little boy comes to you and says, "Daddy, I want to be a girl," and you just let him rock with that,
Right.
He's 5.
Right. And where did he get that
If
from?
you let this 5-year-old boy decide to eat candy all day, he's going to do that.
Exactly.
Like, when did it become a good idea to let a 5-year-old, let a 6-year-old, let a 12-year-old make a life-changing decision for themselves?
Right.
And that's what he said that really sparked the storm. He said other things, but that right there, that was the meat and potatoes of what made people so mad. Because parents of today, for some odd reason, seem to want to go against the grain that seems logical. And that's the problem that is going on, even with celebrities who's backing this type of nonsense up. Because the fact that afterwards, after Neyo got the backlash, his publicist, which everybody found out to be the publicist who came up with the apology for Neyo on his behalf, wrote a statement for Neyo, basically apologizing, basically saying that I need to educate myself further or whatever the case may be. But obviously, Neyo, during his rebuttal, which we will talk about in a minute, during his rebuttal, did admit that he was part of the apology, but that he did not apologize about what he said. He apologized if it offended anybody. He didn't mean to offend anybody, but he did not apologize for his statement. He stands by his statement. He stands by his standards. He stands by his reasoning when it comes to parents allowing these kids to make life-changing decisions. That's what he stood by, and that's what he's stating right here.
What's going on, loved ones? This is Neyo. All right, listen. I normally don't give too much of a damn about what y'all think about what I do, what y'all have to say about what I say, whatever. I normally don't care because, like I said, opinions ain't special. Everybody got one. However, this is something I feel very strongly on, and I need y'all to hear this from the horse's mouth, not the publicist's computer. So check this out. First and foremost, I do not apologize for having an opinion on this matter. I am a 43-year-old heterosexual man raising 5 boys and 2 girls, okay? That's my reality. Now, if my opinion offended somebody, yeah, sure, I apologize for you being offended because that wasn't my intention. My intention is never to offend anybody. However, I'm entitled to feel how I feel. I'm absolutely entitled to feel how I feel the same way you are entitled to feel how you feel. I ain't asked nobody to follow me. I ain't asked nobody to agree with me. I was asked a question and I answered the damn question, okay? I have no beef with the LGBTQIA plus community whatsoever. I ain't got no beef with y'all. Do whatever the hell it is you want to do. Do what you want to do with your kids. However, somebody asked my opinion on this matter, and this is how I feel. I will never be okay with allowing a child to make a decision that detrimental to their life. I will never be okay with that. I don't care. I definitely plan to educate myself a little bit more on this matter. However, I doubt that there's any book anywhere or any opinion that somebody's going to tell me that's going to make me okay with letting a child make a decision like that. That's just period, point blank, and that's how I feel. If I get canceled for this, then you know what? Maybe this is a world where they don't need a Neo no more, all right? And I got no problem with that. I'm a hustler, all right? I'll figure it out. I got kids to raise, and I'm going to do that regardless. So, with that being said, y'all have a good day. I love everybody. Live how you want to live, love how you want to love, but your opinion is yours. Speak your opinion as much as you damn well feel like it. Because as I said, they're not important. They're not special. Everybody got one, and you're entitled to it. I'm entitled to mine, all right? Y'all feel how y'all want to feel. Have a great day. It's Neo. Peace and love.
Woo! Neyo came out swinging like he was in a boxing ring. I gotta admit it. And a lot of people, because I seen Matt Wash's rebuttal to how he felt about Neyo's rebuttal to his apology. And Matt Wash was not happy with it, but I'm happy with this. I'm happy with the fact that Neyo came out, because despite the fact that you may not be happy with it, Neyo did put his freaking career in jeopardy. And for the fact that he did that, that alone removes that so-called apology that everybody thought that he apologized for the statement. That removes it. Because anybody who's willing to put their livelihood on the line deserves credit and praise. Because a lot of people are not willing to put their pocketbook on the line just to set their standards, just to set their beliefs, just to stand by their beliefs and their morals. A lot of people are not willing to do that. And the fact that Neyo came out and did that, I don't understand why people are not happy with this comeback. You should be happy with it. A lot of people were, but I'm talking about the small majority that were not. You know what I mean? Even though they really don't matter, because the majority did accept the fact that Neyo came back behind his so-called publicist statement and rebutted the whole thing and cleared it up that he did not apologize for his statement or for his beliefs. Big up, Neyo. You deserve everything that you freaking get that becomes a blessing in the near future because you stood by your standards. I really give you props for that. I really do. We're gonna go into an old story, and it starts by taking a look at the statement Megan Rapinoe made after choking on a penalty kick that resulted in the loss for the U.S. women's soccer team.
It's a tough one, and there's just some dark comedy in me missing a penalty in my last game ever. So, yeah.
Because I was saying with the smile, I mean, was that just pretty much a message that that's football, that's life, things happen?
I mean, that's a sick joke. That's just like, yeah. I mean, that's a sick joke. I can't believe that. I never even hit them over ever when they're saved. So. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it goes.
After the missed penalty kick attempt, she displayed a complacent smile that showed arrogance and a sense of entitlement, with no respect for her teammates. She knows people are going to come after her because she's been running her mouth for so long.
And that's the Manosphere Highlights Daily. Make sure you take a look at that channel. It's a very interesting channel. But Megan Rapinoe came out with that statement. But a part of her statement that a lot of people did not notice is that the fact that she stated that she's happy that she came out and played for the country, which is the U.S. of A. Proud for what? You did not even sing the national anthem. You did not even put your hand behind your heart. So I don't know what you mean by being proud to play for the United States of America. Your own words, you said, and I quote, I'll probably never put my hand over my heart. I'll probably never sing the national anthem again. That was your words, Megan. Your words alone. So how in the world are you going to come out after the loss, after the missed kick, and say you're proud to be playing for the United States? You showed no respect to the United States. You showed no respect for the soldiers who died, giving you that opportunity to be on that soccer field, to kick that ball. Despite it missing, you had the opportunity to do it because of the soldiers that gave us all the opportunity to still put our feet on the ground in the United States soil. You showed no respect for that. And for that, you deserve no type of respect, Megan. No type of respect whatsoever. You don't. You don't whatsoever. I'm glad you're leaving I'm glad you're leaving the soccer team. I hope you never return, obviously, for the fact that Nike still supports you because they came out with that blasted commercial for you, which I stated in my podcast 2 episodes ago. Nike embarrassing themselves, releasing a freaking commercial for Megan Rapinoe, which is utterly ridiculous too. The commercial sucked ass. Anyway. So obviously you're still going to be in the foreground. You're still going to be highly relevant still, because there's still people blinded by the fact that you represent nothing. You only represent yourself. When you first came out, Megan Rapinoe, you were the standard. You were magical. I have to admit it. And on top of that, which you still are, you were beautiful. Which you still are. But in the inside, you're not beautiful whatsoever. Whatsoever. The fact that you spit on the flag that you so-called stated that you were glad to play for highly contradicts your actions. Megan Rapinoe, good riddance to you, and forever hold your peace, because we don't want to hear your mouth anymore. I'm going to tell you guys what I've enjoyed this weekend. I'm going to tell you guys what I enjoyed this weekend. If you haven't seen The Last Voyage of Demeter, obviously it just released today. I know that. I know people's going to be like, well, Shy Guy, it just released. I know. I'm just letting you know that I seen the movie, and that my rating for the movie, for a Dracula movie, for a dragon movie, I enjoyed it to the utmost. Obviously, the production company was DreamWorks, produced by Bradley J. Fisher and Mike Medavoy. It was great. Corey Hawkins was amazing. Aisling was amazing. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but I love Liam Cunningham as the captain. He was amazing. He was amazing. But I'm going to tell you about David Dast. I'm not going to say the rest because I don't want to destroy his name. I don't know how to pronounce it. He was, to me, one of the most interesting characters in a movie. Because Corey Hawkins was interesting, but you knew right away. I don't want to ruin the movie for you guys. You knew right away the end result for Corey Hawkins. You knew right away. You knew. So that's why when everything happened, I wasn't surprised. So that's why his character was easily distinguishable from the rest when it comes to his fate. I knew it for a fact. But Liam Cunningham, as always, his voice alone brings such enjoyment to the movie. Because Liam Cunningham has that voice that you can hear him read a book. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. His voice reminds me of the author I love listening to when I'm working, because I listen to a lot of Audible because I drive for work, you know what I mean? And I read, but I do all of that stuff. So I love listening to Audible because obviously I can't read a book while I'm working. And Victor Bavine's voice when he's reading the Legends of the Legend of Driz's story, because I have all the books, but I love re-listening to those stories when it comes to listening to Victor Bavine describe the story, describe the battles. It's such an enjoyment because Victor Bavine has that author voice that is so soothing to listen to. And that's what Leon Cunningham has. He has that author voice. You know what I mean? So, and the fact that they made his voice describe the whole situation, describe the story of what happened to the Demeter was such a great idea and such a good pick for Bradley to do. And that was a good idea. Leon Cunningham, I give it to you. You were amazing. So make sure you check out that movie. That movie was so good. So good. And there's another thing that I've been witnessing. Vivek Ramaswamy has been almost everywhere. I really want to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy, but obviously that has to be a long podcast because there's a lot of things I want to say about him because he's really changing my mind. I'm really looking at him as a candidate. I really am. But I don't see it happening. It's just it's going to take a miracle for him, for him to be the Republican nominee. It's going to be a miracle. But I love the way he describes what he's going to do if he is issued the opportunity to run. So I'm really interested. He was in Candace Owens on the last time I seen him, and everything he's brought up, all the ideas he's brought up, makes a lot of sense. And I don't get why people, but he is growing. He is growing because his Twitter, he grew about 5,000 to 6,000 more followers, and even more, because I mean his Twitter was small. Now it's large. It's large. So I think he gained another 20,000. That's how interesting he has become. So, if you're within the States and you want to change or whatever, listen to what he has to say and come up with your own notion, come up with your own conclusion to what you think about him. But I am going to talk to him in one of my future upcoming episodes, so look out for that. This is Black Shy Guy. Make sure you follow me on all my social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and also make sure you take a look at my link tree. It has all of my information there. You can send me a message there, whatever the case may be. And as always, enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there because we live in a world that shows no remorse for the weak. So stay strong out there, people. And as always, I thank you for sitting at my table. I'm out of here. Peace!
Arch criminal who must be put away. Another innocent victim of suicidal maniac.